with a dry brush. See, that looks clean at the moment, but again that'll dry. Oops, what have I done there? Yeah, yeah. So that'll dry out. That'll lighten up again. But I could take it right off, or I could leave it there like that. And eventually, when you think, right, that's it. That is absolutely done perfect. I'm not going to touch it again. You can varnish it. It might be that the varnish itself, the act of spraying it on with an airbrush, dissolves or loosens or liquefies some of it and moves it a bit. But again, don't worry about it. Once it's all dry, you can always give it another wash. You know, in fact, I gave it a dark wash along the bottom just as this had started drying. Tried to get under the overhangs and things like that, and in deeper mortar crevices. Again, just to shoot, I could varnish that and then, like I say, put washes over the top. You mess around, you build up layers and layers and layers. I'll even take stuff, some of these walls, I've done layers and then taken it right back to the plaster in places. To expose the cleaner plaster underneath, up in these walls and there. Some of that is more plaster than paint, whereas other areas has got 5, 10, 15 layers on it. And then you just strip some of it right back to the plaster. Hey, that looks good. Because that's what happens in real life. You know, you can have a wall with wallpaper, 10 layers of paint and plaster underneath, and any one of those layers can be removed right back to the brickwork, or beneath the plaster right to the brickwork in real life. So you try to replicate nature, try to do it in the same order. You don't want to put the moss on before you put the paint on, although I do know a guy who painted his car over moss. He painted his car had got moss on the bonnet and he painted over the top. Yeah, so you want to get things in the right order. Yeah, and the other thing that I showed, I'm going to make this the last bit, because again this video is running much longer than I thought. The last bit is another little invention of mine. If I just zoom in on there, all those tiny little circles, there's tiny little, there's some dead center. So that's another plaster dust wash with the remnants of the green ink that was on the wall at the time. But I dabbed my brush in fairy liquid first, and then dabbed it on, frothed it all up. So this was covered in frothy green bubbles. Now this is on a vertical surface, so obviously the bubbles and everything could have dripped down the wall, but they actually stayed there and dried out, and when they pop they deposit everything on the surface. Now to me, you know, I'm zooming it and I'm thinking, wow, that is amazing. In real life you've got to get down on your hands and knees and stick your nose up against the wall to see it, but that looks like lichen and you know, microbial plant life growing on an old brick wall. So yeah, plaster dust washes, absolutely. Anybody who makes buildings, or especially ruined ones, should use them, and also fairy liquid ones. So those are my main tips for today in this video. I will get round to adding captions and all the snazzery to this one and the previous one, but I hope you can see from this one that, you know, I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but I discovered this all by accident. But yeah, so hopefully all my videos are going to contain lots of tips like this, and I hope you stay around to follow me in my journey. Thanks very much everybody for now. Take care, see you soon.